right, welcome everyone. My name is Paula Phillips, also known as Journal Artista, and it's super early over on the Journal Artista channel, 6:30 a.m. on a Wednesday. I thought I'd get on early, get get my day off, get my day started off right, be a little productive. I've got a big to-do list today. Before I go live again on Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll actually have a class. Now, I used to call my Wednesday shows Woodless Wednesday. I don't know what the theme is going to be for Wednesdays, but I'm starting it back up starting tonight. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Every other time I go live during the day. Today's day number 16, I hope. I think. And, in a row. Good morning, Tori. Bright and early. I've been up for about an hour. Ding, ding, ding. I'm going to do some, I got my bag of foamy stamps. Well, these are other, where are my foam stamps? Okay, hold the fort. I've got to do something first, and then I have to look for my hand. That is not my hand. So I'm not looking at the chat for a moment. All right. It's 11:30 for you. Well, I want to try different times, Tori, because we have international viewers. Like, I can't always focus on Eastern time zones because that's not fair. So I've been thinking a lot lately because my sleeping pattern's still messed up, just like my eating pattern, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to eat when I'm hungry and sleep when I'm tired, but I'm not sleeping as much. So my goal, like sometime this week, if the next time I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be streaming. I'll be going live at 3 a.m. Even if it was just you and me, Tori, we'll be fine. Well, 3 a.m. No, wait, no. So it's 11:30 there, and it's 6:30 here. So you're 5 hours ahead of me. So if I streamed at 3 a.m., it'll be 8 a.m. your time. All right. I don't think. Yeah, these are some old foam stamps, like like my old alphabet set from, look at this bad boy, Jenny Bolin, Little Davis Designs. Just a few years old. Man, I love that set, though. This was an amazing, from the early 2000s. But I have a bag that has all of my foam stamps that I cut and made myself. Where would those be? Oh, rats, I need them today. I wanted to use them today. Hold the fort. You think it would be up here where it belongs, but where something is supposed to be and where it is maybe well, there goes that idea. I don't know where that bag would be. I saw it when I was cleaning recently. Well, I guess we'll have to use those use what you have, what's around me, and worry about wherever my other foamy stamps are later. Well, I've also got to find where my foam. Not like I can't get more stamps right now. Nothing's stopping me. Well, I guess that's not true. It's stopping me if I don't have any foam. Perfect, Tori. Well, that's what it is, right? Like YouTube is a ginormous place with a lot of people from all over the world, and excuse me. If I'm always streaming at like 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern or 9 p.m., especially at night, What is this? Oh, I forgot about this. Look. This, I covered one of those Ziploc bags with fabric and duct tape. I totally forgot about that. Well then. Ah, I forgot. I bought this fabric off of, I don't remember. My Paris tape. Totally forgot about this. I don't even remember when I did it. And I put like I was dedicated. Look, I put duct tape in. All right, where's Sherry? Sherry 1975. Oh, she would still be in bed, so she wouldn't be lurking right now anyway. Uh Man, was it her? Like, how did I even put duct tape that far? Did I make this whole thing? Wait, let me think. Hold on. Did I just use like a Ziploc bag and made it myself? Like, it's not like one of those white mesh bag, clear mesh bags. Maybe I made this out of a regular Ziploc bag, and that's like the whole thing is duct tape. I don't remember. My mom made some too. It must have been a video. That I'm gonna have to do some that's gotta jog my memory on that. All right, never mind. Back to looking for foam stamps. Not looking for foam stamps. I've kind of not necessarily given up. I don't know where they would be at the moment. I'm looking for foam to cut some new ones. Well, that's not foam, but we can use. Working on anything exciting today, Tori? Where's my thing? I taped the inside. That must mean that I bet you I made that bag, like from a regular Ziploc bag. I must have seen a video. I'll have to research that. I think my mom made them too. I'm going to have to ask her. She'll probably remember. Or I made her one. I don't know. Wow, I have some of that foam, styrofoam foam that we can make plates out of. Ooh, maybe we'll do that again tonight. Tonight. Got lots of foam, but we are looking for the hell is this? Oh my goodness, it's my thing. Everybody needs a ginormous acrylic block for your ginormous stamps. Everything but what I want on this stupid shelf. All right, no foam core, no foamy stamps. Where would I put my stamps? They would be in a bag. Oh well, I guess I'll just use the ones that are in this other side and worry about my other ones later. It's 6:43 in Quebec. Yeah, same time here in Ontario. Good morning. All right, I'm looking for my plate. This is the 8x10 jelly plate, the original one I bought many years ago before they came out with the Jelly Arts only at one time only had the 8x10 jelly plate. So that's the size we all bought. Then they came out with the big one. So we bought the big one, and our good friend, our wonderful friend, Music Scrap Jean, gave us the idea to cut the 8x10 into smaller plates. So this is a 5x7 plate. This acrylic block. I'm gonna keep that out. All right. I need the brayer. I'm gonna take a peek with my stamps. One moment. Are they behind? They are. Look. Oh, excuse me. I'm right beside the microphone. My foamy stamps were where they were supposed to be. See what happens? So I made all these many years ago. I just sat in front of the couch one night and cut out and glued down all the cheap kids foam. So we're going to use, I'm just going to put these to the side. Got my 5x7 plate I'm going to use as a stamp pad of sorts. I don't want to use my squeaky brayer, the Ranger one. All right. That's smart, Tori. Put my jelly plate on the acrylic block. That's what Patty does. Patty has that acrylic block's thick, like the size of a normal block, like for stamping, that you would use for stamping. Patty always puts hers, I don't know if she's on an acrylic block or a sheet of glass, like a thinner, like maybe 1/8 of an inch or a couple millimeters sheet of glass. All right. So I'm just going to add some layers of foam stamping randomly into this book I've been working on. Good morning, Jen. Oh, so wonderful to see you, my friend. I got to DM you. Oh, that's all I have to say. How is the weather over in Australia? So you guys are going into winter, right? If we're going into summer, you guys are going into winter. Man, I was just watching the news on the floods that they're having in Michigan right now. 2 dams broke. Sweet, loving goodness. You know what, Jen? I was catching up with Laurel on Facebook the other night. Anyways, we had a long chat. And we were talking about, you were here because we were talking about Carrie and wondering where she was. And I said, I've been out of I disappeared off the face of the earth for a year and a half. So, we had some long discussions, and we were talking about Carrie, and I was thinking, did you come here in 2017? 2017 January, February, or March? I forget which one it was. 2017? Is it 3 years this year? That would have been the last time I spoke to Carrie. But it was interesting. Laurel and I, when I disappear, it broke my heart. Like I stayed away for a year and a half. I didn't know what the heck was going on in the community of anybody else. I was so wrapped up in my own illness that I did not hear about, see. I stayed away from everything, right? So I didn't know anything that was going on, And I think a lot of my friends, especially when I get to a certain point, I don't say they give up on me, but they're like, she's not going to answer me anyways. I'm not even going to bother. But I think that there's some things, I had a conversation with her, especially my good friends. If I'm in a real low place, even and I kind of brought you up, Jen, even though I was in a rough point at that time, even in my most darkest days or my roughest, even if I'm there are certain things important things that I will pull myself out, even if it was just for a day to see, you and Hubs and Carrie, right? So, I don't know. It just made me think about that. I see you in chat, so it's wonderful to see you, Jen. It really got me thinking, right? That when I hide or if I stay away or whatever, right? There are things that will pull me out, and I think I feel bad like that because I hide from people and I do whatever, that I'm not there for my friends because they're too afraid to talk to me. You know what I mean? So no matter I guess it's just a general statement to anybody out there that's watching. If I'm your friend, if there's something important or whatever, there are certain things that no matter where I am in my life, that, some certain things are important that I want to know, that I would respond to. So anyways, cheers. I'm so grateful I got to meet you, Jen. I mean, that was for you, a trip of a lifetime. And for me, even at then, I hadn't talked to Carrie in a long time when she came and visited me. And I know it was hard for her, Like we hadn't talked for probably a year when she stayed that over that night to see Jen. So, like in the overall, when you think about, or when I shouldn't say anybody else, me, talk about me. When I don't know, like that's what I feel regret for, that I haven't been around for those who have needed me, which is my own fault because I've treated them that way. You know what I mean? Anyways, it was a triple. It was so wonderful, Jen. I mean, I like to meet any of you, anybody that I've met in the art community. I've been blessed over this decade to meet a lot of people in this art community, both, you know, from the top to my viewers, and whether it was the Buffalo trip, the original Buffalo trip with Laurel and Mitzi and uh, NJ Garden Girl Sherry, that original first meetup that this group, or the Maryland Art Retreat. Like, I'm so blessed to have met so many people, and I hope going forward I can meet many more, many more. Anyways, Jen, I'm so glad to see you, my friend. I'm so glad to see you, that you're here. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning, Ellie. Yeah, so I hope she's okay out there. Like, I don't know. You guys know. Again, remember, I'm not trying to say I'm sorry. We're trying to say instead of I'm sorry, we're trying to say thank you. And rather than I'm sorry that I haven't been around for 3 years, thank you for being here right now. All right, let's do some art. I'm still using my we're trying to use up those Liquitex Basics set. Although they did just say they're extending the border closure for at least another month. So, all right. Should we do black? In this, well, let's just use up some of these tubes of, my favorite type colors. Bright aqua green, maybe. That's kind of translucent. So anyways, Carrie, if you're ever looking out there, hope you're doing well, my friend. Because you know what they say, you never know, or not they, what I say, you never know who's watching. All right. No, he broke the Starbucks. It's okay, Squiz. It's Simon. You know what it is, Jen? Or Squiz, tell. Simon does it on purpose. He breaks Starbucks mugs on purpose. I think it's to make me do the dishes. I already know. I remember when we very first moved in together, he broke, like right now. Here's a Starbucks mug. If you see, I have a collection. This one is from every year they used to come out. This 2010. This is 2010's design. He broke one of them because I collect them every year. Well, now the past like 2-3 years, they come out with a ton of designs. It's not special anymore. Not like the one main cup that they have, right? So did he not last week, the week before, break my Starbucks cup, the one with the drips, the black with the white it's an insulated ceramic mug, the one with the drips, whatever. Oh, that's okay, Jen. I have a Canadian one still. Yeah, so I mean, Starbucks mugs are good. That's why I get right worked up if somebody. I only collect certain types of mugs, right? So I swear he broke that mug on purpose so that I would do the dishes. Men are smart like that. They know. They know. Oh, I'm sorry, I broke it. No, the cup he broke last week. It's because it was in the sink. Um, it was in the sink, and he dropped. He was like draining pasta or something. I don't know. He was draining something in the sink, being stubborn, not using the colander. Dropped the pan. So instead of burning himself, dropped it in the sink, and the pan broke my glass. All right, let's try some. So I'm just gonna paint this plate. Yeah, I have a Canadian one. The Starbucks. Mm-mm-mm. I had to get you a Tim Hortons, man. I still have. Speaking of, I have that red one for Linda. I'm the BAM. I'm not in the BAM club on Animal Crossing. Oh boy, not funny. Actually, I'm getting better. You know, for me and my mental illness, it's all about changing behaviors, and I am in no competition with anyone except myself. I have to make sure that, you know, like I said, I'm changing my behaviors. So I need to find some. Oh, there it is. Baby wipes. Starbucks in Chile. Oh, wonderful. I, I've got. All right. So again, going back, I don't have very many art foamies. You can do the same thing. The only art foamy I have is a Julie Faye Fan Balzer one, even though they're a Canadian company. They're not that cheap. Anyways, this one says make art every chance. I always forget. Every time I try to read this, I can't because it's not. Make art every chance you get, baby. But we're gonna use my handmade ones. And these ones, oh, I obviously used a little bit. Thanks, Tim. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, well, that didn't go so well. So if I'm talking too much too, when you're trying to do this, well, there's a couple of things. It didn't go so well. Number one, because my foam stamps probably have too much crusty bits on them. Too many crusty bits. Who learned me how to spoke? Plus, there's not enough paint on my plate, I don't think. Let's add more paint. Have you been doing any art at all, Jen? Or I was busy doing other things yesterday, so I didn't. I was reading and stuff, so I didn't get my paint. Even though Simon put the paint cart together, I didn't put it in my room yet. He's probably ticked off that I made him put it together, and it's not in here. Me too, Jen. That's why I'm just doing these random things. I haven't done any art in so long. Maybe a little bit here, a little bit there in the past couple of years, but not really. I was just showing yesterday. I have all these distress sprays that I bought. You know, when the distress resist spray, brand new, not even open. So when did this come out? 2018. So I really haven't been doing much. Oh, that's a little better. But anyways, we're just adding layers, guys. So I'm not thinking too hard about this process. Although I should be thinking hard about drawing that before I close the book. Oh yeah, I've privated the video. So I've gone live, Jen, for today's day number 16, every day for 16 days in a row. Plus some of my Saturday. I did 2 stencil Saturdays. But so I've been cleaning my room. Well, I haven't been here, and I'm telling you, because that one stream when you had the mouse, oh my sweet, because Jen has a beautiful shed. I don't know if that's still where your art room is, but she had her shed and there was a mouse. Well, let me tell you, I haven't even been in this room for 2 years, right? And I knew there was a mess in here, but there was mouse activity in that corner. So bad news, my friend. I had to throw stuff out, and then there's water damage or dampness damage in this room because I live in a basement. So yeah, the mice are having a little party in the corner over there. I haven't seen any activity like over here around my desk. It just seems so. Let's hope that in the dark side of my room, like they haven't like. Oh man, if they got into my club scrap boxes in my in my closet. So in the closet in this room, I have all my club scrap paper in club scrap boxes stacked up. Like I'm telling you, a lot. They could have went in there and made a nest that would, you know, it would be like a luxury condo over there. No. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I was talking and what was I doing? Worrying about mice and not worrying about this. Okay, so how not to use foam stamps. All right, we're not getting much there. I'm just going to take a heat gun. Heat gun. So this could also be because my paint is old. My stamps are hard because they got dried up in. Those never. Yeah, exactly. Oh, classic, Jen. You stream classics. Oh my God! If sweet goodness, if I saw one live, I might have a heart attack right out here. Yeah, for the Club Scrap Museum, I'm telling you, they might. No, I hope not. Hopefully, they were just in that one corner and were eating. They ate a whole bar of soap. Of the what is that yellow soap you buy at the paint, like the art store? You know, it's yellow, does it have a guy on it? That soap you buy for brushes and stuff. You know, I think it's yellow at the art store. Anyway, they ate the whole thing. It must have been tasty. It must have been blowing bubbles. Oh my word. So I private those videos, Jen, because literally I was having a nervous breakdown. Like I had to sit down, breathing problem. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's some real stuff right there. I had to private those streams. I might have to put them on my members only link or something. You want to see how crazy I am? No, but I knew, like I said, I knew I had a mess in here, but I didn't know it would be dirty. Like, I think there's a difference between my house is messy. Absolutely. There's a difference between messy and dirty. And let me tell you, I had a breakdown. Breakdown. Heat gun. Live. Live. Oh, maybe that soap killed me. I don't know. It was weird. Like they didn't damage anything. The things that I had to throw out, like my deli paper, whatever, that was damaged by moisture. Some like mold and stuff. I need to move out of here. This is not the nicest of places. So I just want to quickly dry that so my pages don't stick together any more than they actually are sticking together. Oh, I'm working on this upside down. That's always good. All right, I'm just going to take a different stamp. I might have to make more. Like I said, I haven't used these in years. And this is just a super thin, cheap foam from the Dollarama. Let's see, I haven't used that one yet. Oh, some elbow macaroni. Maybe these will be a bit better because it's brand new foam. It's not like dried up paint on it. Maybe. Although now the paint's dried up on my plate. Not enough. Let's see. I am going to just stamp this entire thing. Now we have some crusty bits on there into my book over here. This is not a quick process. Well, it would be a quicker process if I less talk, more art. All right. I'm going to use up this paint today. I also, if I'm using foam stamps, I also have better luck using craft paint, like just a good, white or black. Uh-oh, crackle it. Just spraying off over here. All right. I haven't even had a full cup of coffee yet today. Oh, that's better. So maybe those other foam stamps, because it had a layer of super dry paint on it, maybe it didn't want to pick up the paint off the plate. Because that is coming out a whole heck of a lot better. Because this is a brand, like not a brand new. Well, I guess it is brand new. Unused stamp. So maybe I need to get into the practice of not necessarily clean. I mean, it's a dot. Like, this foam is so cheap. I don't know why I'm worrying about it. I could always make new ones. Like, let us see. I'm just trying to be random. I'll just stick a stencil in here. I don't want my pages to stick, but I also don't want the paint on this plate to dry before I can get it down. Yeah, so because I haven't been doing any art for a long time, I don't even know what I want to get into or what I'm, want to focus on. I'm just having fun throwing paint and ink and stamps and sprays and not worrying about it. Just getting back into the act of creating again. I guess I need to wash my stamps. Yeah. It's an interesting macaroni stamp. What can I guess I was inspired by craft dinner? Oh, that's it. That's it. Since we have some international people here to swear, we have Ellie from the Netherlands or Sweden. Jen from Australia. We need to know. In Canada, they call craft dinner. Well, we craft macaroni and cheese craft dinner. We always call it craft dinner. In the US, they call it craft mac and cheese, I think, something like that. What do you guys call craft dinner? I'm curious what other countries call it. Oh boy. Not that I've had craft dinner in a long time, but there's just something about it that tastes. It's there's like zero anything good for you in it, but it tastes so good. Pecan. Awesome. So they call it craft macaroni and cheese. I wonder why in Canada we call it craft dinner. Like I mean we've called it craft dinner for all growing up. At least from the Netherlands, like we don't eat that crap. No, it's there. She's like, that's real people from Europe. We don't eat box. What do you mean? Craft dinner. Cheers. It's so true. No, she didn't really say that. She says we don't have it. No instant mac and cheese unless imported from the States. Yeah, exactly, from the U.S. It's only us in North America that have instant craft dinner. Oh boy. Mm. I'm very particular on my craft dinner. Like yeah, the craft sells the instant mac and cheese in the microwavable like little bowl and stuff. Yeah, but it doesn't taste the same. Oh no. I think it's because of the starch. Anyways. No. Oh, like if I'm eating craft dinner, I have to make it. I can't eat anybody else. They either they boil the noodles too long, right, or they don't put enough butter in it or whatever. Like it has to be. I have to make it. Yeah, I don't like the microwavable kind. He can. I always joke. One of my jokes at work when somebody asks me if something spicy or whatever, I would always like, I don't know. I don't eat spice. The spiciest thing I eat is black pepper on craft dinner. That's as spicy as I get. Let's see. Let me try this one. I think I need to add a little bit more paint to my plate over here. Oh, you do? You order from import? I wonder how much. I mean, it's not cheap anyway. You used to be able to buy craft dinner for like 10 cents a box. Not even. Listen to me. I'm sounding like back in the day we had chocolate bars for 25 cents. Like no. But craft dinner, I guess it's like, I don't know, maybe $1 or $2 a box, $2. Making me want some craft dinner right now. Craft dinner, I'm like, me. I gotta have the ketchup. Who eats ketchup on their craft dinner? Which is strange because if I'm eating like real macaroni and cheese, like somebody's like if I actually make macaroni and cheese, I wouldn't eat ketchup. I don't eat ketchup on it. But craft dinner, Need some ketchup. This is a leftover journal. I'm just see the plate has some goodness. I could do a pickup print and pick up all these crusty bits, but I'm just gonna stamp it right in my journal. Yeah, I bet you it's expensive. It's see the thing is it's shipping. Dang it, shipping so expensive. But you know what, Ellie? You can just buy because the thing is, if you like Kraft Dinner, it's usually the sauce, right? It's the powdered cheese. You can just buy the powdered cheese. They sell it at the bulk barn, but not in regular mac and cheese. I won't put ketchup on like if somebody makes macaroni and cheese, like if you know with the uh drink some coffee, Paula. Like if you actually making it and you're making a roux and the sauce, like like if it's good mac and cheese, I won't. But Kraft Dinner, absolutely, this needs some ketchup and pepper. So Ellie, I wonder if you can just buy the powder. Then you can use whatever noodles you got going on. As long as you know the ratio to milk and butter. They sell it at the bulk barn. All right, I'm gonna add. Let's see what color we got. Some. Well, no, I'll use this brilliant yellow, green. Wipe the plate a little bit. I don't care if there's too much, but green and pink. Yeah, that's not gonna look so. Might not go so well. Oh, that's wonderful, Ellie. Well, wonderful. Your homemade from the oven is wonderful. Not that you're lactose intolerant. That's not wonderful. All right, little green. Where's my brayer? Can you hear Asha whining at the door? She's not whining at my door. She's whining at the bedroom door. Whining because it's 7:12, so it's the time of Simon. So she's whining for Simon to get out of bed. I'm gonna add a little bit of bright aqua green to this. Good morning, Melody, by the way. Oh, you're one of those picky eaters your food can't mix. I agree. Not totally. Like I don't care if something moves, but if my things I like my things separated on the plate. But no, I eat ketchup on everything though. Like I eat eggs with my ketchup type thing. All right, it's a nice green. I'll just use this. Well, like so the cheese in the macaroni and cheese, like it's powdered. Can you eat that if you're lactose intolerant? Because I mean, you have to add. There's probably milk solids in there, powdered milk or something in there. My guess. Anyways, I'm not no expert. I'm definitely not no expert on grammar either. Oh my sweet goodness. So of course I'm going to be adding lots more layers. This is just another getting used to my stuff again. Oh my word, she's like scratching at that door like crazy. Good morning, Diana. Yeah, yeah. We have the coffee. Here we are talking about Kraft Dinner and ketchup. If you're Canadian and you have President's Choice, like Loblaw, Superstore, whatever, their version, the President's Choice, the white mac and cheese, is so good, so good. Better than I don't have to eat ketchup on it. It's that good, so good. I mean, Kraft sells a white cheddar kind too, or whatever, but not as good as the President's Choice kind. And what is it about Kraft Dinner like the spirals kind? Why does that taste better? Why do the spirals Kraft Dinner taste better than the regular Kraft Dinner? Hard cheese like Gouda has no lactose. Gouda's good. All right, I like that little bit. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want my pages to stick together, but at the same time, I don't want the paint to dry over here. Well, not that it matters if it dries, but just add more. Yeah, like now. So I don't know what I'm going to do on my show tonight, or which of the projects I have, like the show projects I have. Like I haven't chosen which one I have in my from my idea book yet. If I want to do one of my themed pages, or if I want to do like a book review, but whatever it is, it'll be fun. You never know what type of conversation we're gonna have on my live art shows, the ones in the morning, anyways. We're a little bit more professional in the nighttime during my Wednesdays. So you could go if anybody doesn't like this type of just art and chat. This is casual chats, my friend. I do a more lesson or teaching type shows on Wednesdays and Saturday nights. When I go live during the day, today's day number, did I say 16 in a row? We're just arting and chatting and sometimes cleaning, sometimes whatever. Just having some fun. But it always ends up talking about food. As it is, it always. Except for me, I don't have much of an appetite anymore. So maybe talking about food for me is good. I'll be like, oh, I want some craft dinner. Maybe that's what I need more in my life. Talking about food. Whoever thought that like I would go from almost 300 pounds to not having any desire to eat at all. Well, not a desire to eat. That's not saying like I don't have an appetite. I'm so happy to have you back here, Diana. More stuff. Spiral pasta makes everything taste better because more stuff sticks to it. That's true. That makes sense. Ooh-wee, I'm sweating up a storm. And it's hot in here. Don't know what. I haven't been outside yet today. Didn't even have a smoke. So I don't know. I'm trying. Like, remember yesterday I was talking about not to say that I'm trying to quit smoking. Mentally I'm not ready there to quit smoking yet. But I've been thinking about breaking patterns, right? So I'm not saying I'm not quitting smoking, but today's goal was not to have a smoke the first thing I did. You know what I mean? Because for me, I don't think a lot of my smoking is not about the nicotine craving. It's about why am I pointing with my heat gun? I don't think it's as much about nicotine. It's more about the ritual, right? Get up, put the coffee on, go out, look at my phone, go outside, have a smoke while I check my email. That type of thing, right? So today I got up and I haven't had a smoke yet. So I got up at about 5 and not saying that I don't want one right now, but I'm trying to break patterns. LED should be working. Let's see. I think I'm just going to stamp this whole thing right here. Maybe this side up here. So I'm using this book just for physical, like, how's the word? For muscle memory. Literally, I'm just creating this to get my my hands, my mind, my brain, my body back into used to creating again, jogging that muscle memory. So I'm just, without thinking too hard about it, I'm just throwing down paints and everything. Well, now we're doing stamping and whatever, just for the pure joy of playing with my supplies and getting my body. And it's hard, it's weird to think about, but anyways, my mind and my body getting it back used to creating. And I'm loving it. I'm loving this book. What is a good watercolor pen set? I want something with good greens. I'm just starting, but I really like the medium, so I want good results. Yeah. Oh, everybody, that's the hard part. Everybody has their own preference on watercolor. Um, the first ones that I really played with for a long time, and I mean, I guess I played with them for a long time because I swatched them for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to determine which colors of Jane Davenport versus Dina Wakley's. Uh, excuse me, Prima, not Dina Wakley. Jane Davenport versus Prima watercolors. So I do like them. They're chalky, so they're definitely student grade, you know. But I suggest, if you're wanting to do, let me see, what is a good watercolor pencil? I want something with good greens. I'm just starting, but so you want to do more landscape typey stuff. Let me think of my collection. A lot of my swatching or basic things that I've been learning. I either have used a lot of Prima or Jane Davenport, which you can also get on Amazon. But the Daniel Smith sells a starter set, the 6-pack tube. So it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to learn about color mixing and whatever? You can do a lot with 6 colors. The cool and warm colors of each. Let me see. Oh no. Yeah. So in this palette, these are you can get a Daniel Smith starter set of 6 colors, and they come in smaller tubes. You know, they're not pan sets, but I think it depends what you want. But you can make a lot of colors. I practiced a lot with just those six colors and mixing everything. But it's hard for me to suggest by not knowing what, because a lot of people, if the Prima and Jane Davenport, they may think it's chalky. Starting out, there's nothing wrong. These are all of them, and there is a landscape set in Daniel Smith. Absolutely. And if Prima and Jane Davenport, especially if you're just wanting to play and try, there's nothing wrong with it. Like Jane Davenport or Prima have their colors come in sets, right? Like a 12-pan set. So there are sets like Jane Davenport has the one, what is it called? Not mermaids, seashore. And it's more of an ocean set with a lot of greens. They do a little chalky looks, but I have like I said, I've used these a lot. These are all mixed together of all the colors that when I called the duplicates and all of that. That video is still up. It's a 3-year-old plus video, Jane Davenport versus Prima watercolors. Everything you need to know about which colors are duplicates. I put a lot of time and effort into that back then, which I enjoy, don't get me wrong. Researching is one of my favorite things. So I was happy to sit on the couch for I don't know how many hours and swatch over and over and over again all those colors. Actually, let me show you real quick what it looks like. So the Prima Odyssey, so Prima Basics, Decadent Pie Brights, Jane Davenport Tropical Neutrals, Prima Pastel Dreams. There might be some new ones, collections out, to be honest, that I didn't swatch because this was 3 years ago. But they're still very vibrant. I mean, you can see here, these are all duplicate colors in between the twos. So, like I said, took me a long time to do this. to figure out that they were the exact same product. And it was, I struck up a little controversy back then because, you know, people don't want to admit they use the same manufacturer and it's the exact same colors. And here I am saying, don't buy both. But it's very true. Like, this is one yellow from Jane Davenport from Prima, the exact same color. Jane Davenport, Prima. So the color, like, they're a little chalky, but for beginners, they're not bad. And I believe I don't have them myself, but the Medine might be, or Medine or Arteza might also be from the same manufacturer. But there's a woman on here, I think in liquid watercolor, in liquid color. And there's a channel in liquid color and liquid watercolor. Something like that here on YouTube. I really like her. I really like her. But you can see, I mean, look at these blues. So we go into Diana said she likes greens. So yes, the Prima and Jane Davenport are the same. And not just the same quality, the exact same colors. So you see some of the greens here. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with Prima or Jane Davenport. It gives you some pretty bright colors and some nice stuff. So, oh, thank you so much, Diana. That's you're gonna get the good, the bad, and the ugly over here, and always the truth. The truth as I know it at that time, I suppose. Because I don't know everything, so I may say something and then I might not be right. He gone. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I swatched, but I get obsessed. It's just like the watercolor crayons. I'm obsessed. I need to know, are those watercolor crayons the same as the other brand? Did the manufacturer make them same as gel pens? Remember, same thing. I'm like, that gel pen. Oh, I really ticked off everybody at the art retreat because not everybody, but there were these pens. Remember, I found these pens on Amazon for like $20. I love them. The GL sale, whatever. I promoted these bad boys, and then all of a sudden, a couple months later, a scrapbooking company, I forget which one it was, came out with the same pens, but like an 8-pack, and they were selling them for triple. I couldn't believe more than triple the cost just because they put their brand name on it. I'm like, wait a moment, my friends. So everybody bought them at the retreats. People were buying them at the retreat, and I'm like, you can buy them on Amazon, the entire set for $20. So I mean, yes, we want to support certain, sometimes I guess I keep my back up because as somebody that started out as a scrapbooker 20 years, a crafter, right? That doesn't know, back then I had no idea about artist grade mediums, what the devil gesso was. Well, maybe I knew what gesso was, but I didn't understand mediums or molding paste or light molding paste or all this stuff, right? As a crafter in the scrapbook industry in the late 90s. So as everything started moving, mixed media became more popular, whatever, I started using golden products and whatever. And then other companies, scrapbook companies, start coming out with mediums and paints at twice the price, more than twice the price. So yes, I get my back up when somebody's trying to sell me something that's exactly the same as an artist grade material made by Golden or Liquitex or another brand that they've relabeled and trying to charge me twice the price because I'm a scrapbooker, right? And I don't know that this texture paste by this artist from Ranger, I'm going to pay twice as much for that in a smaller container rather than Golden light molding paste. Know what I mean, Vern? That stuff. So I don't like to be I mean, especially me, I buy a lot of stuff. I love Ranger. I support all these people and all these companies, but don't rip me off. You know what I mean? Don't rip us off. Don't say just because I didn't go to university. I'm a self-taught artist and I didn't go to university or take an art class past grade 8 that I should have to pay twice as much for gesso because it has somebody's name on it from the scrapbooking community. Nah, my friends. Nope, not here. So just same as the Dina Wakely. I love Dina Wakely. I have all of her books. I've taken classes in person. I've given her lots of money. I buy lots of her products. But no chance. Her paints, and I don't care what anybody says, those paints are exactly like Liquitex Basics to the colors. Where's my sheet? Where's my sheet? Now, I'm not saying Liquitex Basics made them in particular. Obviously, they're made by Ranger, but my poor thing, my poor thing. Uh, and not, and you know, the colors that I've been using for years, right? Medium magenta, for example, some of my favorite colors. I did a video on it years ago with my favorite, that what, like 6 or 8 colors that I use all the time. Exactly the same, my friends. Exactly the same. Same colors, same thing, same everything. But you can get Liquitex Basics in an 8 ounce or 4 ounce tube for like $4. Or you can get a 2 ounce tube of Rangers paint for $10. Hmm. Canadian, anyways. That's what I don't like. I would love. I just bought Dina Wakley's collage book. I paid $40 for it, and it is worth every freaking penny. Her collage paper book, love it. So it's like, or her stencils or stamps, whatever. Like, yes, those type of things I want to buy and I want to support. But don't be giving me a 2 ounce jar of light molding paste for like whatever. It drink some coffee, Paula. I'm on my rant soapbox this morning. I'm on my soapbox this morning. So when you can buy Medine, right, or other watercolors that are made by the same manufacturer, whether it's Alibaba, like, you know, you can buy it at Alibaba and it's just been rebranded. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't brand their stuff. That's awesome. But don't tell me that this is the only product. As a scrapbooker, right? As somebody from, like, it's the stamping from the late 90s that didn't go, don't be trying to take advantage of my ignorance of art supplies. So that's what I'm here to teach. I'm here to do the research for you. Yeah. Ink pads, like I say, Ranger makes good stuff. But when we come into the mediums, right, like they call it like collage gel, or they use different names for it. But really, we're talking light molding paste, coarse pumice gel, bead gel, like the regular things that you could buy from Golden or Liquitex Basics or any other art supply company, right? That you can buy for a lot cheaper and more product. I don't like that type of stuff to be, when I get taken advantage of, or my friends get taken advantage of. Um, but maybe, I mean, not saying some people, if you want to support your favorite artist and that means buying their branded gesso, that's cool too. Don't get me wrong, that's cool too. But I'm gonna buy their products, right? Their books, their stamps, their stencils, right? I mean, Tim Holtz inks, all that type of stuff. But these basic certain things, right? I would rather spend my money rather than spending $20 on some jar of light molding paste by Finnabar. I would rather buy it the cheaper from something else and spend the money and buy Finnabar's, you know, trinkets or stuff that's not, you know, that's not just a price. I don't care what anyone says. It's a price gouged. That's all it is. That's all it is, right? So no, I'm gonna buy the other mediums from other art companies that, you know, with coupons or this whatever, and I'm going to use the money. I would rather spend that money on other things that they sell. I'm on my mac and cheese. See, I should have had my macaroni and cheese. No. Oh, the splash box Tim came out with the, for somebody like me who works in the corrugated, that not anymore. I did work in the corrugated industry. I looked at that. I'm like, who makes that box? And I'm like, he's selling it for how much? What? That box? You know how easy that particular box is to make? Like the box he stores that he sells his heat gun in is probably more expensive than that box he used for the sprays. That was just pure. I was like, what? But no, good for him. Like I said, like maybe one day I'll have my name on products. That's all good. Don't get me wrong, but it will never be. I will never put my name on something and upcharge it. I will guarantee you this, my friends. Hopefully in the future, the Journal Artista brand will be on products. But I promise you this: I will not ever sell gesso in a different container at a huge price just to have Journal Artista. No, 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 no. So the whole Jane Davenport versus Prima watercolors. So back to that rant. They're both good. The whole thing. My point of all of that was, you don't, if you already have all the Jane Davenport ones, you don't need the Prima. And if you have all the Prima, you don't need the Jane Davenport ones because they're the same colors, just duplicates. So my suggestion is just get whichever sets, or sets of 12, they come in sets of 12, get whichever sets the colors that the colors speak to you on. Hi, Therese. Galina, by the way, while I was ranting. Yes, exactly. Like, you don't need to. I would rather see these people. I love the artwork of Dina Wakely and Diane, like, and Tim and whatever. Like, spend, I don't know. But I understand, no, too, one stop thing. Like, oh, look, I taught at a scrapbook store for a long time. I know how to sell product. Like, I understand the whole, you want to have stuff in your store and whatever. But, you know, I can't in good faith promote, um, when everybody knows I use golden gesso or the De La Rowney gesso or Liquitex, right? And you can get it with a coupon or at Blix or whatever in a big ginormous jar. Like, I can't sit there and show you guys, even if the Finnabar paste is good. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's awesome. But I just can't see paying 3 times as much as a regular artist medium. Like I said, I'd rather buy cool things like Prima. I'd rather buy other cool things than, like, what I would consider basic art mediums. Maybe that's not basic, it's not the right word. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. I get off that rant. But on this channel, I will continue to research stuff and look at things like just the other day, right? We got the new Ohuhu paint pens. So I will still research and test products against each other and test colors. That's the one thing I absolutely love to do. So again, it's no bash to Finnabar, Diane Reevely, Dina Wakely, Tim Holtz, any of those people, right? Don't get me wrong. That's the only reason I support them. I buy, look, like, you can look at my whole desk, but I refuse to buy basic mediums and be price gouged because I don't know the difference, or they assume I don't know the difference between gesso from. Anyway, exactly. The packaging our orders comes in has 2 spray boxes. Oh, heat guns? Oh boy, heat gun. Good morning, Miss Lady Diva. My apologies for not saying hello. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody. Hi, Therese. I've been doing more ranting, less art. I'm supposed to be heat gun. Speaking of heat gun. Well, I was making a joke in Xandra's chat the other day. Tim Holtz doing that mink stuff. That like, I don't have anything foil. I don't have like one of those things. I don't have any foil anything. So I was joking. I'm like, if Tim is doing foil and getting into the Heidi swap or whatever it was, I'm like, guarantee I'll just wait for the one that Tim's coming out with. I'm sure it'll be coming in another month or another month. Sorry, within a year. He'll put his name on it. That's one of the heat guns I found. The frantic stamper heat gun. Found that the other day. Galina, I don't know if they still sell these type of gel pens. Remember, I bought them. This was GL Sale 48 pack. Now, again, they were sold by GL Sale. It's another one of those brands that you can buy, one of those things that you can buy that so many brands have rebranded. So when you look at it on Amazon, it might not be GL Sale. It might be on some other type of gel pen. Like I said, I haven't looked in a long time. But these are fun. They've got little diamond on top. They are super thin. But what was that scrapbook company? I swear they must have been watching my videos. But yeah, they were selling like 8 pens or 12 for like $20 or something absolutely crazy. That's how we got onto this topic. Still good after. And you could buy refills for these. So I think these are called color diamond, or watercolor chalk, flash pens. Again, I don't know what they would be on Amazon right now because companies just rebrand them, right? Sale, like SAIL. GL Sale SAIL. But look at 48-pack diamond gel pens. Look at diamond gel pens on Amazon. It might come up that way. Like I bought those a few years ago. But all right. Does this dry? Tis. Tis. I think I'm going to use some black paint. No, I'm not going to use black paint. I said I was going to use up what's on over here. So that is what we're going to do. Jeez. Okay, lame. No workup? Don't buy me dinner first? But yeah, art cat. That's the point. Like my channel is how to and style, because there is no art category on YouTube. If you're serious and not like some type of troll, absolutely comment down below or one of my other videos. That's a good point. Never thought of that. How to and style is how is what my videos are under. Is there some type of when this uploads, or comment on one of my other videos or my community tab or something, a link. Is there some type of petition we're signing? I don't know. But that is absolutely a good point, my friend. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I started my channel over 10 years ago, so things have changed even within the YouTube. Oh my sweet goodness, like all the things you can look at now and how, it's so different. Mix these two colors together. So either, like artists, you either have to put entertainment or how to and style. Nina Diva. Wait a second. Sorry, I'm just looking. Oh, Miss Lady Diva. All right. Needlepoint gel pens. You're welcome, my friend, Anna. Thank you for being here. I know, like, the thing about YouTube is that lives do not get views. It's just the way it is. And the more I go live every day, the more subscribers I will lose. It's just it is what it is. So, I know going live every day is probably a detriment to my overall channel, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to be here live anyways every day, even if it throws off everything or everything that YouTube thinks should be important. Making a hot mess. If you're new here, I am just throwing around paint and sprays. Well, today I'm stamping foam stamps in here, but I'm not thinking about product. It's all about the process, getting my hands and body and mind back into arting again. Come back later on if you want to see a more structured art show. Come back tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I stream 9:30 Eastern Wednesday and Saturday nights here over at Journal Artista. And I stream every day, random times. Like today, I got up early at 6:30, so we're streaming early. Have I used crusty bits lately? I haven't made any. I jelly painted the other day, and but I didn't have my hair dryer, so I couldn't do any proper crusty bits. So now I found my hair dryer. So it came out because I didn't have my hair dryer, it came out too muddy. Sorry, my hands are shaky. So I made some crusty bits, but then, my plate, this is my ginormous plate. I didn't take care of it well enough. So there's like dents in there. So I'm always going to have now I'm always going to have bald spots on my plate. So that's all I did. Because I didn't have a hair dryer, I just did one pull. And it was super muddy because the black wasn't completely dry because I didn't have my hair dryer in here. All right. But that's been rectified. I found my hair dryer. Just stamp this right on here. I'm not even worrying about colors. I'm not thinking about anything. How much are they, Galena? The 48 pack of those diamond gel pens. Curious what they are now, because that was like 2000, anyways, 3 or 4 years ago. He can. $20. Oh yeah, so about the same, not bad. Thank you for everyone for being here. I truly appreciate it. Early in the morning. Like I said, I'm going to. My sleep patterns are all messed up. Right now I'm trying to eat when I'm hungry and sleep when I'm tired. Which, anyways, so you never know. Keep your notification bell on, because the next time I'm up wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna stream. So keep the notification bell on. All right. I think I did a couple of those colors. I do want some black. I need some black on my pages. Maybe. That is fine. There's black. You still haven't went to bed, Melody? I'm glad you're here, my friend. And if you've been, and I said this the other day, if you've been a long time subscriber, check. Lots of times, if you've been a long time subscriber, and you're not getting notifications, I don't know, it's something strange. Like I can subscribe to someone brand new, and I'm getting every one of their notifications right away. So, but if I've been subscribed to somebody for a long time, I'm not getting their notifications. So I suggest going to my channel, or anybody's channel, not just mine. Click unsubscribe. I shouldn't be saying that. Click subscribe. So click unsubscribe. Click subscribe again right away. Go to the little notification bell. Click on the bell. Go up. It'll say all notifications. And click on that. And then you'll be able to see them. I don't know why. I guess it just... He can. And while you're there, beside the subscribe button, there is a join button. I do have a membership on the Journal Artista channel. Check it out. It's $2.99 recurrent payment a month. And again, I thank you so much to those that are channel members. I know there's a bunch of you in chat right now. My computer hasn't shipped yet, but it's coming. Thank you so much for your support. Because of you guys, I have so many big plans. And next Monday, so this next Monday coming is our first members only Monday night stream. I think I have decided for 5 p.m. Eastern time, which would mean 9 p.m. overseas in the UK and 12 or 1-ish in the east, on the West Coast. So I'll post that on my community tab for the members only. I have so many plans for my membership, and I like I said, I just wanted to release one tier. I know I have not been here for a long time. I know. Everybody says, Paula, you don't need to prove nothing. I do. I know I do. I know I need to prove that I'm reliable. So that's what I'm here to do. Today's day number 16. So I only opened one tier up at $2.99. Just, other big things are coming in the future. I have so many plans, but I have to start where I am, use what I have, and rebuild. Not rebuild's not the right word. Maybe it is. Rebuild my credibility? Absolutely. I guess that is the right word. So I promise, God, I've been planning. That's why I showed my happy planner from January and all that. I have been planning my comeback for a long time. And I know it'll take time to gain people's trust. And I understand that, which is why I only put up a $2.99 membership tier. But I truly appreciate all the support and love, you guys. I am so excited. Our group is growing every day. Every day. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. I hope to see you soon, my friend. Take care. Say hello to Squiz. Tell him it's okay about the mug. Oh boy. Melody says she had to do that on Janet's channel and it worked. To unsubscribe and then subscribe and then ring the bell. Yeah. It is a little trick. That's important. All right, I let this black dry on the plate before I put any down. That's bad news. Completely dry over here. Thank you, Melody, for the icons in the chat. But we're growing every day. So excited. Dang it. So I'm working. You guys know I'm working on a members only project. Thank you so much. I've got the emails back from so many of you guys. They sent me the click, not the click plus, Canon Ivy. Oh, so I called them right away, and it was reshipped yesterday. The click plus. So that's the problem. The click is just a camera, and it is a instant camera that uses iZinc paper. But I wanted what I bought was the Click Plus because the Canon Ivy Click Plus, click with a Q, um, takes SD cards, micro SD cards, so you can print anything from Facebook, from anything from the micro SD card. So let's hope they're sending me the right one this time. I didn't even open the other one out of the box. I was so angry. But I do have the 50 sheets of paper. So I'm going to be using those with my membership project I've got going on. So hopefully I don't know. Well, what day is it? The week is it? Today's a Wednesday. I might not be here for Monday, for membership Mondays. But it's a coming. Making a mess. I think I'll put some on top of this. See what happens. And this is like the negative space. I think I have the positives in here somewhere. Some of these older ones. Everybody knows it. You couldn't get the questionnaire to download. Did I do it wrong? It was just kind of, I think what a lot of people were doing was just copy and pasting, or so responding to the email, right? And then just scroll down and add to what, how am I, guys, help me out. I'm so not techie. How am I, words are hard, not explaining it right. So I would just go to the email that I sent you back. It shouldn't be an attachment, right? It's just an email. Just click reply, right? And then scroll down, and wherever I asked a question, just put your cursor there and type it, right? No? I'm so not techie. But there shouldn't have been an attachment on the email at all. Like there was no pictures, no anything funny. Good morning, Janice. How are you today? How are you, Anzi fam? I am sweating up a storm. It's pretty humid in my room right now. I need to get my fan. This paint is, like I said, it's old. Sometimes the best paint to use for this is craft paint. But craft paint dries on your jelly plate a lot quicker than, Liquitex Basics. It's a blind leading the blind, Therese. I'm so not techie. All right, I need to put something here so I know that that page needs to dry. I need. Good morning, Terry. How are you? I got that book yesterday. I don't know if you saw my haul there. The one that you did those beautiful birds from. The what? And place markers for where I need to dry this. Again, no thought to this, my friends. I'm just, no thought, just do. All right, like that. Get out another one. And this one's not been used. Oh, yeah. So that came with 40. Miss Lady Diva is saying that those gel pens came with 48 set, 96 pens. Yes, exactly. There's other, because it's a brand, not even a brand, because it's one of those things that are sold by multiple brands. It's been rebranded. Those gel pens. Yeah, you can get better deals. I do have refills. So Lady Diva says she found 48 pens, so that full set, but it also comes with 48 refills. Heck yes. That's what you need to do on Amazon. You need to search, and they might call them different things, but when you look at the picture and you look at the product, it's the exact same product. That's a good deal. All the pens and refills. Brayer. Oh, you like that one? Oh, man. I read that Leo thing to Simon last night. He had a good laugh. I'm putting random things in here, trying to mark pages so I know where I need to dry. Because again, this is Liquitex Basics paint, so student grain paint, a little bit stickier, has a little bit more open time than a craft paint. So you don't want to put too much on and then close your book like I'm doing, because you'll end up with stuck pages. Speaking of moons, that kind of looks like a moon. Or a planet of some type. That's kind of cool. So there's some left over. I'm just going to flip over here somewhere. Then I'm going to take my plate, stamp it on here. I definitely have to clean off my desk today. Bring my cart in. Oh, I have a list. I have to take a shower, put makeup on, makeup on today. I'm going in front of the camera today, my friends. So I got it. I don't have to put makeup on. I want to put makeup on. Not even, you don't have to wear makeup to look good. I enjoy. It's like, it's just art on my face. Oh, yeah, these are all phone stamps that I cut from, remember, Terry, like years ago when I got all that foamy stamp foam? All right, let's keep going. I was saying before you guys got here that I did not have a smoke this morning. I'm not trying to quit, but I'm not going to try to break habits. I'm challenging myself because I'm not quite sure I'm addicted to nicotine. I'm addicted to the ritual of it. So I said I'm going to get up and stream and not have a smoke. Boy, I want one right now, but I think it's more of a, you know, like I was saying the other day. If people that drive, lots of times the first thing they do, they get in a car, they light up a smoke. It's about the habit, not even the nicotine. So I do have one problem. I have lots of problems. But so you guys know I got rid of my couch. So now I just have my zero gravity chair, anti-gravity, zero gravity chair in the living room. Which means like I can't art on the couch. Now I'll be arting on a chair. Oh, I need a table or something. It's awkward. You see, it's already slightly sticking. Again, because it's Liquid Text Basics. Hey. Sticky business. Like I said, Terry, I didn't wear makeup other than eyeliner and mascara. Black eyeliner and mascara. I wore it for years. For like over a decade. But let me tell you, I found the Beauty Guru World on YouTube. Look out. Then I was like, what? Anyway. Boy, lots of layers on that. I think while I'm here, so I got some foam stamps down. There was something I wanted to add gesso to. Well, so I'm gonna add. What my thought was, add a few things of gesso, a few areas of gesso randomly, and then I'm going to go back in with more spray inks and water. So I'll re-wet this book all over again. Added some gesso there, and on that page. Oh, Simon's up. Ew. Okay, I need to spend some time with this heat gun. The journal has lots of color and sound. That's right, Terry. add a few bits of gesso. Well, maybe I don't. I haven't even found it. You can see like the middle of the book where I hadn't dipped it in the bathtub. Well, not bathtub, the sink. Poor sheet ripped right in half. Yes, this is where we want some gesso. Oh, I wanted to put gesso on that page and then gesso on the page that has, they must be like the Adirondack markers or something. Yeah, this. I put black, but I'm going to add gesso. That, I'm going to mark that because this is the page I want to do. First, I'll do this one. There's a little too much mud going on this bad boy. We need to push it back a little bit with some gesso. Yes, Lady Diva, this is a regular comp book, even probably a cheaper comp. Well, I shouldn't say it's cheaper. It's a Staples one, 80 sheets. The wonderful Patty gave it to me a few years ago because working in comp books wasn't her thing. So, and I think she said that the cover made her dizzy. I've got to change the cover eventually anyway. I love working in comp books. I think it has something to do with the size, but it also has something to do with, the fact that growing up, we couldn't get them here in Canada, and I always wanted one. They had them on as Saved by the Bell, and I was like, I want one. If you were a gift card, where would you be? Causing a craft a lunch. There it is. There is one. So it's not going to cover completely, right? Because the marker is going to come through this. More than likely, whatever, there's going to be some sprays that come through this gesso. Oh, man. I am so enjoying the process of doing this art, my friends, in this journal and not just moving stuff around. I really, really am. So if you look at my other comp books, if I talk about comp books over the years, when I first started, especially because, I do a lot of white back techniques, like with baby wipes and stuff, I am hard on my paper, right? Because, I'm using baby wipes, I'm getting it wet, I'm scrubbing it, right? So I have always glued 2 pages together just because I like the sturdiness of it. Sometimes 3 pages together, all depend back then. And always gesso pages or whatnot. So it all, for me, for this book, I did not, there's 4 pages at the front that are glued together, 4 at the back, or a couple anyways. But if I start another comp book, lots of times I like to glue pages together. If I know I'm going to be scraping paint and wiping it back with a baby wipe, like really going at it, I absolutely will glue 2 or 3 pages together. This one, don't have to glue so much together. Like, I'm putting so many layers on these pages anyways of paint and whatnot. But yeah, that's why some of them are ripping and coming off. I mean, there's only so much abuse paper can take. But I have always suggested that gluing 2 pages together with glue sticks, glue on both sides. I will sit on the couch, glue a whole comp book together all at once, and then put it under some heavy books overnight and let it dry. But sometimes it's fun to work on. See, look, I'm ripping pages. You have to be extra careful. So I ripped that. You have to be, just super extra careful if your pages aren't glued together. I mean, what poundage of paper is in a comp book? Like, not a lot. Where is my other one? Yeah, this other one I'm working on, which is the Bethany Mata one. If you see, these first pages I've glued together, right? Because I know that I'm going to be doing some heavy white back techniques. So in this particular book, in the back here, see these pages, they're blank. I haven't glued any together yet. Sometimes it's fun just to jelly plate. If you're going to jelly plate directly into an art journal or into your comp book, not an art journal, into your comp book, I don't glue the pages together. I mean, look how nice these crusty bits came out directly into my comp book. And that's primarily because the paper is thin, so I'm able to get a good crusty bit print from it. So if I'm jelly plating directly in, lots of times I do not glue the pages together. But again, it all depends on what you're doing in it. I suggest trying it both ways. Heat gun. So you can really see how through this gesso and as it dries, you'll see it even more. We've got marker coming up. We've got all the sprays. Heat gun. See, Ellie, we were talking about this the other day, my friend. In Canada, we also had cahiers. That's cahiers. And I got, they were smaller. So I tried to find them because, nostalgia. So they called them exercise book or cahier, like cahiers, book French. Anyways. But they were smaller, maybe this size. Like 5x8, maybe like that type of size. That's what we used at school too, cahiers. Heat gun. I tried to Google them, like nostalgia-wise, to see if I could find some again, but the only ones I could find, like exercise books like that had the paper covers that we used when they didn't have the kind that we used when I was growing up. The small ones like you're talking about. Yeah, exactly, Ellie. It's so expensive. Like, I don't think Canada, like, I remember seeing my first composition book in Shoppers Drug Mart, some rare, like, in the early 2000s or late 2000s. Like, we didn't have composition books for a long time. That's why I always liked them. I used to see them on TV, and I'm like, what? I want one of those. But the good news now, Amazon sells quite a few brands. I got myself a brand new one to study Linda Berry. I'm working through some of her books, and I'm really enjoying her. Where is it? Did I leave it in the living room? I guess I did. Anyways, I bought this new comp book from Amazon, and it's a 3-subject comp book, but it only has blank yellow sheets like that are page markers kind of, but it's a thicker book. It was 120 sheets versus this one only has 80, I think. But on Amazon, you can get graphs. You can get so many colors, right? I have yellow and blue ones, but the paper in the yellow ones absolutely sucks. Heat gun. Exactly, Ellie. That was a thing. But this is from the same girl that I always like, Inspector Gadget. Who watched Inspector Gadget? What's her name? Daphne? Was her name Daphne? No, I'm confusing Inspector Gadget with Scooby-Doo. But do you remember? I'm confusing Scooby-Doo because that girl, was her name Daphne? she had that book. Does anybody remember? And she'd have that book, and it had like a computer in it too. I'm like, I want one of those. And it was just a cartoon, and obviously nothing real. But I'm like, ooh. Ooh, that's hot. There's some thick layers of gesso on there. Burn my hands off. It's been a while. Oh, Great Danes. Those are huge. Someone down the street has one. Huge dogs. Holy smokers. And they're so like cute, but my word, huge compared to my little Yorkie. So obviously Sharpie will come up and goes through gesso, but that wasn't Sharpie. That was just oh, it's those cheap Sergeant Art like water-based markers I bought. Kika. Oh, my traveler's notebook. So I have um I have the original Midori traveler's notebook, or one of the not the original, but an original traveler's Midori traveler's notebook that Simon got me for Valentine's Day a few years ago. And then I started buying Foxy Fix. I have quite a few expensive Foxy Fix covers that I love. Well, one of them is in the bath right now because it got coffee on it. I am the worst for spilling my coffee. I should just like not. Oh, I was so upset. Like it's a leather cover, so I mean it's soaking. I don't know if I'm damaging the thing, but I'm like I've got to get this coffee out of it. Like, and I wouldn't care. Like I said, I don't care if I get coffee on anything. It's the cream, right? Like if it was just black coffee that was on that leather, it's just such beautiful leather. I might have would have just left it. Like oh it'll give it some character. But when you add the cream to it, that's where it can. I don't want like the cream to curdle or rot or I mean that's bad news. So it's soaking in the sink right now. I need to put a lid on. I need to get exactly. That's my problem. I need to get one that has this like. I need a sippy cup for my coffee. That's what the thing is. I need a sippy cup. I love Foxy Fix. The I have them a bunch of different size. I have I have one that's composition book size. It's in the living room. So it's this size. It's a cover that will fit 7 by whatever this is. I think do I have it right here? Not cheap, my friends, but like I said, these leather covers will last me forever. The only thing is like right now when you can't find them, no. I think it's in the living room with all my other Midoris and Foxies. Foxy Dories. Wonderful company though. Anyways, I haven't bought them in years. All the Foxy Fix I bought, 4 years ago, whatever. But great company to work with. Beautiful product, beautiful leather. That is for sure. I have that one that's like anyways, I have about 5 different sizes. Hika. Oh, I got one from a mystery sale. Oh, that's wonderful, Diva. Yeah, they always had fun mystery sales. but super good quality. I mean, like I said, those leather books will literally last me a lifetime, as long as I don't spill too much coffee on it. But I haven't been in that game in a long time, so I don't know if like Chick Sparrow. So back then, when I was buying them, Chick Sparrow was another one that was super popular. I didn't ever buy from them. I only have Foxy Fixes, but or Foxy Dory. I don't know if I bought some cheaper ones from Amazon, but really the only good ones I have the original travel, the Dory Traveler's Notebook, and I have Foxy Fixes in different sizes. I don't think I bought any other from any other company, like Chick Sparrow or. But anyways, any of them are good, right? Beautiful leather. You buy the replacement elastics in case there's something wrong with them. But I had to buy an A5, an A6, the big one for comp books. Like, it's a sickness, my friends. Literally, illness. All right. I'm still worried that this isn't fully dry. So I'm just going to take a piece of that masking paper. Never purchased Chick Sparrow, but you have some speckled fawns and mystic little girls. I love it. And it's wonderful, right? I bought them. You support artisans. And you get a good product. Like, it's something that will last. Again, as long as you don't put cream-filled coffee all over it, that leather will last your lifetime. Just like my good leather Roots purses. That's why you buy something with the classic style and it'll last you and take good care of the leather. Oh yeah, we need some paint on there. Or some gesso. Oh no, Diva. I want an Aura Estelle rings and strings hybrid. I don't know what a rings and strings hybrid is, but it sounds like it's right up my alley. Oh no. Let me take a note on that. This sounds exciting. Rings and strings. Oh, I need to know what this is. Does it has rings and like elastics? Like, oh no. Let me write this down. Rings and strings. Aura Estelle, rings and strings. I've got to Google that when I get it. Like I said, I have not, in the last year and a half, couple years, I've been really watching beauty guru stuff, like makeup. So I was super into buying makeup palettes, eyeshadow palettes, whatever. I mean, they still appeal to me, like the makeup, the packaging. Oh, sweet, loving goodness. It appealed to that like like artist in me. So I haven't bought a lot of art books or art related products or really been seeing what was new on the market. So I'm loving the suggestions. I have never heard of a rings and strings hybrid, but this girl's going to be finding out about it soon. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Rings and strings. I like that. Whoever thought of that name is super creative. But that's why, when I first saw the Midori years ago, right? Because we've been doing rubber band books for a long time. And I said, what? You can get a leather rubber band book? It blew my mind. And then I was addicted ever since. And I still use them. You guys just don't see them because they're out on the couch. Like, that's what I was saying the other day. I have so many ideas and different things and about 4 different Midori books, about 4, and I call even my Foxy Fixes, my Foxy Dories, I call Midoris still. But anyway, they aren't Midoris, they're Foxy Dories. But like I have all these different ones, and then about all these different comp books, I need to sort my ideas. Did you see the art, Diva, that I used to do in? And this is what I want to. While that dries, I'll have a little thing. I want to go back to this. So when I first got my Midori, this would have been then, 2000 and March 2015. Um, so I would have got it in February 2015. Yeah, that's when Simon would have bought it for me for Valentine's Day 5 years ago. My first Midori. But then I was using that's March. Is this February? It is. Yeah, February 2015. So back then the only size I had was the Traveler's Notebook, the original Traveler's Notebook size. And so these were the books that I had made to put in my Midori. So I did daily art in back 5 years ago. So I want to get back into it. So I would keep these books in my Midori, and then once they were finished, I transferred them into this file folder book that I made to store them after. So I did have fun. So I want to do this again, right? Part of not doing art for a very long time, I did a lot of brainstorming. What are things that I did before that brought me joy, that I enjoyed the process, I enjoyed the outcome, right? And working daily in my Midori, like having this little thing in my Midori, because I take a lot of notes if I'm reading books and all that. Oh, look at these are about 50 Shades. Oh, who remembers this page? I am 50 Shades of Grumpy Pants. That was when 50 Shades of Grey was popular. There's my Grumpy Pants. I forgot about that. February 20th, 2015. So this was on my list of things that I used to really enjoy doing and enjoyed the process, enjoyed the outcome. So it's something that I want to go back. Now whether I'm going to make books that are this size to fit in my Midori, like the Traveler's Notebook size, or go to, one of the other A6 or A5 ones that A6 or A5, some of the other Foxy Dory sizes I have, or well, I don't want to. I'm always afraid to use my fancy one that's the size of comp books in art because it would just be full of paint, which I guess is not bad. Which is not bad. So I've done art in Midori since I've gotten them, and then now recently I have different Midoris. Like so, my A6 I use for like when I'm reading books, I take notes, and like the original. Anyway, so that's something I want to get back into. I think we even made one the other day, did we? I can't remember. Back to this. Hekan. Hi, Rex. Good morning. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm almost ready to head out. Take my shower. I got important things to do today. No, I'm not going outside. I'm going to go out in the backyard. But I'm not going. Tomorrow is when I'm going to go to the Shoppers Drug Mart. Yeah, it's not even about making the Midori books or whatever. It's about creating art in my Midori. I use my Traveler's Notebook or my Midori's a lot for writing, right? Not really arting, a lot of writing and journaling and that. So like that's where I do my in one of my so would it be A6 this size Foxy Dories? Anyways, I use it for that's where I do all my cognitive behavior therapy notes and journaling and all of that. So I enjoyed adding art into Mamadori. Again. Hot. Man. These pages aren't glued together, but there's so many layers. Some of these pages are becoming thick. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I shall be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for a pre-chat starting at 9:30. We're going to be doing some watercoloring. I don't know. I'm going to do one of my projects. that I have planned, or am I going to choose one of the new books we've had and we are just going to follow along, kind of like we used to do always on kind of book club Wednesdays? Not sure. Either way, it's going to be a good time. We're going to do a project. I'm excited. I hope to see everybody back here 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday and Saturdays. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Oh, it's stretch. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later on tonight. Much love.